A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your weather or not forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Folks, we're going to be kicking off the start of an extraordinarily active pattern today. It's not going to necessarily kick off this morning, but it will be as we work later into this afternoon and evening. Just letting you know up front, this is going to be an extraordinarily active pattern beginning today. This is going to last all the way through Memorial Day, perhaps even through Tuesday, maybe even lingering into Wednesday of next week, with a variety of threats on the table, including but not limited to severe weather, along with flooding concerns as well. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into it. Getting a look across the region, we've got a blanket of cloud cover that's trying to move in here, with some cloud debris blowing off of some showers and storms that were riding right along the Ohio River. So we got a few meandering showers out there this morning, but it's not too much to worry about right now. Currently, we just have some nice sunrise views. We can see here overlooking the Sexton Bill Bitter Sky Cam down in Gold City, showcasing some pink coloration there on the horizon with the clouds that continue to move across the region. Getting views of what the current output and readings are, it's a little bit uncomfortable already this early in the morning. We have got readings already located anywhere between the low and mid 70s region wide. We got dew points approaching the upper 60s. It's already feeling muggy and sticky out there, and we're just now getting started with this active pattern. So you can take a look here at the latest surface map. This cold front is approaching from the north and west, and it's crawling somewhat at a snail's pace. We got a series of low pressure disturbances that's going to be riding north and east along that cold front, thus resulting in the multi-day opportunity at seeing strong and severe storms and even flooding potential to unfold here across the region. So we can overlay that. That's how the surface map's looking this morning. This is how the surface map is going to appear this afternoon on into this evening. We've been showing you this illustration here over the past few days just to give you a better illustration of the exact setup that we're going to be dealing with. We have the orange and the green arrows signifying the deep, warm, moist air that's going to be advancing north and northeast into our vicinity as a result of the cold front coming down and kind of suppressing and holding all that moisture and trapping it across the southeastern U.S. So this cold front is going to be the culprit for the multi-day event here, with the cold front hanging up in multiple disturbances, riding and jolting north and east right along that boundary. Think of it like a series of trains on a train track. That boundary stretching out northeast to southwest across the region will be the track that all these disturbances will be traveling along. Now, as you look at today, here is the activity we were just talking about that's ongoing right along the Ohio River. We got some down to our far south as well. That's where the cloud debris is coming in here this morning. As we work throughout the day, I do expect us to get some breaks of sunshine here and there, especially from roughly mid-morning on into early afternoon. That's going to fuel up the instability within our atmosphere. And look, as we get into this afternoon, we get some very quickly intensifying cells that start to blow up along the Kentucky-Tennessee line and even across portions of the Wobbles community. We work from early afternoon through mid and late afternoon onto this evening. We're just going to see this become more and more active, all right? We're going to have the necessary ingredients that's going to be arriving for the possibility of some of these storms to become strong to severe. These are going to continue through and after sunset, as you can see here, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., on into 10 p.m., and closer to midnight, folks. We're looking at multiple rounds working across the region with a heightened severe risk from roughly mid-afternoon and taking us through the early part of the evening before we lose the daytime heating and some of that instability or storm fuel, if you will, for these storms to fire off of. Now, folks, we also have to talk about after we get past today's strong and severe weather threat, okay? You can note here as we work into early sunrise on Thursday, we still have ongoing activity. We'll deal with rounds of showers and storms on Thursday, as you can see here. Again, as we work throughout our Friday with yet another line of potential strong and severe storms arriving, plowing through here Friday, Then we get into the start of the weekend. Here comes another one coming in out of the north and west. You kind of get the idea, folks. Now, again, I'm not trying to make an excuse as a forecaster. These things, as far as timing is concerned, is going to be darn near impossible to nail down to any particular specific time frame. Our atmosphere is going to be jam-packed with the opportunity of triggering off these rounds of showers and storms at basically any point in time beginning this afternoon and taking us at least all the way through Memorial Day, even into the possibility of Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Now, it's whenever we get from Thursday on that we'll see a big uptick in the potential for flooding concerns across the region. And we're also keeping very, very close eyes for a potentially more significant severe weather risk in the Sunday time frame, okay? So during the latter part of the weekend, we're going to need to raise our weather awareness yet again, because take a look at our setup. The proximity of this deepening surface low jolting from the Missouri Valley north and east into the Great Lakes is going to be bringing that low pretty close to our vicinity here. Warm front's going to be to our north, cold front off to our west. We're going to be located right in the warm sector where all that juicy air mass is going to be located. We could be looking at the possibility of a significant severe weather event unfolding Sunday, working on into our Sunday afternoon, as you can see here, and working all the way into Sunday evening. We're going to have lingering showers. It's going to try to hang out potentially through the early part of our Monday, but folks, with any luck, that area of high pressure is going to try to take hold and finally bring an end to our active pattern by roughly Tuesday on into Wednesday of next week. All right, so let's break down the short term. We are worried about today first. Why? Because it's the closest in nature in our time frame. We have the entirety of Wombles in a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather risk scale this afternoon on into tonight. Our primary concerns are going to be damaging straight line winds, the possibility of large hail. It's very low on the totem pole, but there is a non-zero tornado risk given this particular setup. But given the universal wind direction and what we're seeing with some of the ingredients, damaging winds and large hail will be our highest concern, with a low-level opportunity at a tornado spin-up or two coming along with this. Now, fast forwarding, folks, as I previously mentioned, we're going to have daily chances of some damaging winds coming in here on Friday into Saturday as well as tomorrow on Thursday. But the focus is on Sunday. The Storm Prediction Center has already included wobbles in a 30% probability risk. Folks, this is a 5-day issuance. We're 5 days out from this. They don't put these out very often unless the signals are somewhat strong. We started seeing this thing on Sunday on the model guidance, and then Monday and yesterday, it continued to become more and more robust with this signal. Thus, the Storm Prediction Center has already put out a heightened risk for us. So we need to stay on guard for sure and see how the evolution of this pattern takes us from this afternoon all the way through the weekend to follow. We've been talking about this, folks. Take this with a grain of salt. From today all the way through next Wednesday, the possibility of 3 to 4 total inches of rainfall. Localized areas could get in on even more with flooding concerns unfolding. If these cells start training over the same scenario, over the same terrain, these are going to be very intense and efficient rain producers, so we could see flooding concerns come to fruition as we work on throughout the remainder of this week as well. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5-day weather forecast. It's what I said, folks. Daily rounds of showers and storms are going to be the forecast each and every day. For today, it looks like we'll be dry for the most part this morning, but this afternoon into this evening, the strong and severe storm risk. And then, folks, overnight, on into Thursday, on into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on into Memorial Day. Daily rounds of showers and storms with highs holding anywhere between the low and mid-80s. That'll do it for your Wednesday morning weather and night forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Please stay weather aware. Have multiple ways of being informed should any severe weather warning issues be present as we work throughout this afternoon and on into the overnight tonight. You all take care of each other. You all have a great